I got Killer Kyle in his apartment. So yeah. Anyways, just I don't know if you saw this. Actually, I saw it on YouTube quite a bit. WWE yet released a bunch of other wrestlers, shockingly.
Yes, the what would you call it? Axe is continuing to be dropped in WWE. They released Lana, Braun Strowman, which is a big surprise.
Yeah.
Santana Garrett, Aleister Black, and there's one more in there. Can't remember who it was, but yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured they were gonna release Aleister Black. There was a lot of talk about that. That Braun Strowman is a huge surprise to me, probably to you. I mean, the guy's Universal Champion.
Oh yeah.
I bitched a lot about his career in WWE.
Yeah.
You know, prior to the Wyatt family, whatever.
Yes.
It just sucks. It really does, because the guy had a lot of potential. Still.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, the other guys too. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm hoping that it's gonna be like last year, where they get released, but then they come back. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's just a fucking shame.
The other one that got released, I just thought of it now, Ruby Riott.
Okay, yeah.
Weird thing with Aleister Black being released is they literally had just got him up and running again, you could say, in this unique storyline where he's talking about like ancient history and the father and the son and all this other stuff. And I think it was 2 weeks ago he had a match on SmackDown. 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, he came back.
He just recently had a match on SmackDown, and it's like, alright, he's off and running again. He's got this adaptation of his character and like a different variation of it, and maybe like a darker side to it. And it's like, okay, this is interesting. Let's see where it goes. And then they release it. It was like, well, doesn't that just suck?
And fucking, like, Ruby Riott as well. Seriously? You have the Riott Squad were really coming back into their own. They haven't even had that championship run yet. They could have really fucking used it.
Oh, I know.
So, I just don't know. I really don't understand what's going on. But I honestly think that that company right now is failing, just like a lot of wrestlers have been saying. NXT is gold. I really enjoy NXT.
Yes.
SmackDown's not bad, but I mean, the more things happen, the more you're gonna give them other options, and it's gonna suck for you, Vince, and everybody else in that product, in that company. I just don't understand anymore what's going on.
And you know, the interesting thing about Ruby Riott and Lana being released...
Oh yeah, fuck.
...is, you know, like you said, you have Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott kind of back together as the Riott Squad. They're off and running again, doing their thing. They're trying to get a shot at the women's tag team titles. I think they may have had a couple matches for the women's tag titles, didn't win them, and then it's like, okay, a little bit of time goes by, and then here's Ruby getting released. It's like, alright, Liv's still with the company.
For now.
We'll see what they do with her. Like, maybe they will have her as a singles competitor, and hopefully do a fuck of a lot better job than they did their first time around. And, you know, with Lana, they had Lana and Naomi as a team. They were doing very well for themselves. They had an opportunity at the women's tag team titles. They were having great matches and seemingly going places. Then Lana gets released.
Honestly, I could see a saving grace for CJ Perry as, you know, Peyton Royce, because both her husbands are over in AEW. So I can see her jump ship to AEW with Miro. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
So that's the only good thing I could see come of it. But
Yeah.
the rest is just bullshit. I'm sorry. There's no need for that. And once again, and I've said this before, I said this in a rant a very long time ago. If they pull this in another couple years, then there is no WWE. That's just the way it is, and it's pathetic.
I mean, the amount of releases they've had in the last few weeks has been like, wow.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm sure they will get more superstars. Now, it was rumored, I don't know what the extension of it is and how far they're going with it, but it was talked about that WWE was in talks with New Japan and maybe doing a collaboration with New Japan, so to speak.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And, with the company merger with New Japan, not merger really, business alliance, if you will, with, AEW, Impact, and New Japan, and with the recent emergence of Kojima on Impact challenging Gil Doring to a match against all odds. And I think next week, tomorrow, Kojima is going to have a match with Diener. So that'll be cool. And I will, you say you love NXT. NXT is the top brand or top show right now, in your opinion. Watching NXT last night, and your house is shaping up, man.
Oh, I know. I can't fucking wait, man. It's gonna be awesome. And the fact that Eli Drake is now managed by Ted DiBiase, so it seems.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome to see that match. Him and Trevor Lee, it's gonna be amazing. And yeah, I can't wait. Honestly, this match coming for the NXT Championship is gonna be awesome too. I mean, that whole card, I can't wait. And fucking Ozzy is singing. Well, hell, it's a soundtrack. I don't think he'll be able to be singing, but still, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
This Friday, we're gonna be doing our Wheels of Fury look back at In Your House 1995. All the gold on the line.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels and Diesel.
Two dudes with attitudes.
Yeah. Against Owen Hart and Yokozuna for the tag titles.
Chaps with all the straps. Anyways, so for Killer Kyle, I mean Matt. Talk to you soon. Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. But I think that there's this myth out there that Jamie Keller that's why he took pleasure in cutting WCW. I don't think that's the case at all. Because if you look at some of his earlier interviews,